Alrighty, Pax. Hello, welcome to Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, episode 1, any %. My name is Noops. This is a wonderful speedrun. It goes very quickly. You need to pay attention, otherwise you will blink and you will miss it. So, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to start a new game. We're going to start this new game on hard difficulty because it makes the enemies hit harder. That's basically it. Get ready on time because it's going to start basically when the talking starts. So it's going to load in for a second. And then all right, there you go. Start. Cool. Alright, so those of you that have played the base game Bioshock Infinite will know that basically there's a whole bunch of copies of this dude called Booker DeWitt. We're going to play as one of these copies in this DLC. That's all that happens. Nothing bad happens in this DLC. It's completely normal. Everything is A-OK. Alright, so the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to give Elizabeth a cigarette. Now, smoking is bad, smoking kills, but in order to progress the story, we have to, unfortunately, light this cigarette. Now, you know what I've just realized I forgot to do? I didn't bind jump to the mouse wheel, so you're going to hear a lot of clicky-clack, but it's fine.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've
Awesome.
seen her.
So, during the main game, you see flashes of this detective's office. He's a private investigator. Totally normal things occur afterwards, but we are currently in a wonderful bit of, I think it's supposed to be downtown Chicago. It's beautiful, sunny, sometimes it's rainy. Very normal things happen. Now, the first things we're going to do is we're going to pick up some money because we need, that was good money RNG. All right, we're off to a really good start, but, you know, it's really boring staying inside a room. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and then we're going to see beautiful, sunny Chicago, and we're in Rapture again. So if you've played Bioshock 1 or 2, you'll know the city of Rapture, but it'll look a little bit different. Now, that was the first skip of the game. Congratulations. During this wonderful sequence, there are a handful of invisible walls. Invisible walls are not our friend, but with a bit of creative jumping, we can get around them. Wow, that guy was walking way over to the right. He doesn't normally do that. All right, we're going to crouch under here and then sprint. Now, if Elizabeth beats me to the elevator, I will be very sad. But it can happen sometimes. We're going to run up on the side of here, and then jump, and then jump. Nope, stuffed it up. And that is A-OK. But, guess what? We still beat it here. So I think I'll just retire now. Best speed game done. Thank you for coming. No. So the wonderful thing about Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea specifically is there are a handful of cutscenes that just sort of play, and you can't do heaps during them. Now, this one's super short, but you know, sometimes, you know, you want to spice it up a little bit. So, whereabouts you go, I suggest you avail yourself of it. And then this door will open, and then we run into all of our elevators because it extends the hitbox on the buttons. And sometimes it works. Sometimes, though, we get that. But that's okay. So, this is one of our nice bit of exposition cutscenes. Basically, Elizabeth is looking for a lost little girl. Her name is Sally. Sally has a doll. The doll is very nice, but unfortunately, Booker has the head of the doll for some reason. Makes no sense to me, but it's totally fine. I'm sure everything will be completely normal. Now, just a quick warning, there is going to be a flash on the screen in about 3 seconds.
There's a profit to be made and men who make it.
Not yet.
I'm taking you to one of them.
There it is. Awesome. So, first thing that's going to happen after this elevator opens is we're going to be offered a refreshment from a wonderful man who can pop in and out of existence with red puffs. We want to wait for his second puff, because that means the invisible wall's gone and we can jump up these stairs. Now we're going to run along this wonderful little pathway. This game is all about pathing, basically, because there's not a lot of like fancy game-breaking skips that we have left to find. Basically, the area that we're going to come to after this one is the only one that we really want to mess with. Past that, it's sort of go the fastest route. Now, unfortunately, we can't get into this party because we're not invited, but a good symbol of being invited is a mask. We're going to get a fancy mask, and those of you who have played Bioshock 1 or 2, or even these games, you will know what kind of mask we're about to go find. You may have even seen it on top of this building. Now, this is a helpful list of where we're going to go, and we're going to attempt for the free skip. This skip is free. which means if I screw it up in a second because I'm on hardware I don't recognize, which I didn't do, so it's fine. I want to search first, thank you. All right, so after that, oh, that's not something that normally shows up.
Invitations to
This is a fresh install, so sometimes it has helpful hints. It's very useful. But it's fine. So we're going to go search through these stores. We're going to let Elizabeth distract the store keepers, and then we will go in and search the back rooms. But because we actually know where the mask is, all we have to do is say that we went to them, and then we go get the mask afterwards. So the mask doesn't actually spawn unless we go to these other ones. Now, there is a different trick to go jump across the very bottom of those stairs, but it is super inconsistent, and I don't like to do it. So, hey, John Lennon's still alive. Anyway, so this is the second storekeeper, and we're going to go for the third storekeeper in a second. Third storekeeper is the one that actually has the mask, and he actually has something cool to do in his shop. So, we're going to... Why did I crowd? That was super weird. We're going to run, and then we're going to do the safest thing possible and jump off the edge of this building. Now, that's totally fine. It's very safe behavior. Don't do it here. But, you know, if you want to try it in your video games, absolutely go for your life. Now, this is Rapture Records. Rapture Records has the mask in tow. We want to speak to the shop owner. Beautiful. And he's going to go open the side for us, and we're going to try and jump over the top of his head. Step, step, run. Oh, yeah. That is not a hard trick, but I'm pretty proud of it anyway. Let's go. So, now that we have the mask, we can actually get into Cohen's party. Now, Cohen might be a name that you recognize from playing the wonderful Bioshock games, as you have so thoroughly enjoyed over the years. Ta-da! So, we're going to spam F, we're going to spam enter, and now a little cutscene's going to play. We're going to get led into Cohen's party, but the first thing we're going to do after we're led inside these doors is we're going to turn around and we're going to jump backwards while looking at the floor. This is because there is a doorway at the end of this corridor that if you're looking at it while it opens, it's going to stop you, turn you around, and make you look at these wonderful neon bunny ears. Now we're jumping because it's a little bit faster, we're going backwards because it's a little bit faster again, and I want to go a bit sideways here, and yeah, we're basically here. Sweet. So, in this entire area, please let me through, good. In this entire area, we have a actual lock on our forward momentum, which means, oh Liz, you're not coming with us, that's super sad. We can't walk forwards because it's super slow. So we walk backwards and jump and hope we don't run into our wonderful party guests. Now this entire area, once we're past those red curtains, is just on a timer, so it doesn't matter anymore. All that time saving I just taught you how to do, forget about it. It doesn't matter, because we're just going to watch Cohen do his little chat. Now, Cohen's a man of science. He doesn't like the fact that Rapture just doesn't love artists anymore. They're mocking his muse. Isn't that mean? We can actually go into this bit, but they won't let us into here because, in a shocking turn of events, these poor people get electrified. I'm sure they're fine though. Anyway, so this is Sandy Cohen. Totally normal dude, very nice guy. Honestly, if he offers you anything, just take it. It's not a trick, I promise you. Anyway, there's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist, and then we press F, and then he talks at us for a little while. And once the thing, sometimes the dialogue box takes a little bit while to show up. Is that right? So I'm going to take a little drink of my water because it's a cutscene. It's a wonderful time to take a drink of water. In fact, if you have water with you today, I highly recommend that you take a sip right now because hydration is key.
Yes, it is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist.
Absolutely there is.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird.
Greenspire was a fantastic use of your money. All money we raise this event goes to Game On Cancer, is that right?
She'll take you where you
Yeah,
don't want
awesome.
to go.
Game On Cancer do super cool stuff. I don't have the host script in front of me. I haven't memorized it yet, but that's okay. All right, we're almost at our next bit of interaction. Do you see why we want to find ways to skip this bit? It's really fun and interactive, hey. But the really fun bit comes after these. So after these sets of cutscenes, we're going to have basically 4 or 5 tricks in a row, and they're all going to go super quickly. Now, the first one is called Gate Skip. Gate Skip is difficult when you're familiar with the hardware, so this is me just sandbagging now, so when I screw it up, no one laughs at me. Let us through, please. All right, so we're going to dance with Elizabeth, and that's going to be a big, long cutscene. Very, very fun. Come on, Elizabeth. Let me dance with you, please. Hit the F button. Dance with me. Dance with me. Beautiful. So, because these cutscenes are a little bit longer, I'm going to do the Wordle real quick. So, my starting word is beans. That's unfortunate. I only got a couple words there. Let's try angry.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children?
Why was the correct end of that word?
But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Sucho.
That's a
And
blessing.
then
You saw those little sisters.
we're going to go for nappy.
But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
Unfortunate.
As I tied him to a chair and asked him
So,
for 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
Oh no, we got electrocuted. Yeah, this is the longest unskippable cutscene in the entire game. We skipped the rest of them, so bear with me.
How to shine the light on your pain.
See this? It ends with Andy, but I don't know what the first letter is. We're going for Tandy. That's not a real word, never mind. Do you have any ideas? Do you think you might? Oh, Dandy's a good one. Yo, it was Dandy. Give Kenora a big round of applause. This man knows his wordles.
Are you alright?
Fine.
The wonderful thing is, we're not even halfway through this cutscene. Isn't that excellent?
I thought.
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are Paris and
Absolutely you can.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
All right, so just to catch up on the story, because it is very complex. You know, people who've played Bioshock Infinite know that the story is super complex. You know, there are some people who do like full-on diagrams to explain all the different layers and the different timelines. Basically,
I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
so Sally is missing. She is inside the department store. She's been put there by Sandy Cohen. Sandy Cohen sending us there because he's mean and all of the spices and stuff are there. You'll see why we started the game on hard difficulty real soon. Basically what's going to happen is I'm going to come up in an elevator and there's going to be a couple of spices there and they're going to be not very nice and they're going to hit me through a door and then we'll wake up past like a good 20 minutes of gameplay. It's wonderful. We skip getting Old Man Frost, but that does mean we do have to hope that Splicer drops it a little bit later. Alright, so very first thing, I'm crouching again. I don't know why, but that's okay. Alright, so
Too comfortable.
we didn't get the free reload, which is very, very sad. It costs no time and it saves no time. This is gate skip. So what we're supposed to do here is we're supposed to get a skyhook and jump onto... Oh, yo, no way! I got it first try. That's actually so good. So basically, what's supposed to... Go away. What's supposed to happen is we're supposed to get a skyhook, jump up onto that hook up there, and then we watch a splicer come through with Old Man Winter and freeze the water. But because water just has collision normally, we skip that bit and walk over it anyway. It's fantastic. So, coming up next is our Death Warp. That is, I was so nervous about that skip. I cannot stress to you enough how many times I messed that up practicing, and then I get it first try on convention hardware. This is like all time for me. I could retire happy. Like the entire rest of the run could go wrong. I'm happy.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers.
All right, so here come the splices. Now, I'm going to try a not marathon safe strat. Ooh, So normally what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to shoot this person straight away, but we want to get our health down super quick. Okay, so what happens in Bioshock Infinite is, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, is you have a period of invincibility. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Yo, first try as well, let's go. So basically how Bioshock Infinite works is when you get down to 1 HP, you have a small period of invincibility. Even on 1999 mode, even on hard mode, even on every mode, right? So what we do is we use that to get us guaranteed down to 1 HP. And then, whoop, not in there. Sorry, I have to focus on where I put my mouse for a second. Come on. There. Cool. So we use that to get ourselves down to 1 HP, and then we get that splicer to hit us through the door. Because in the main game run, what we actually use is a couple of explosives. Now this is an inconsistent trick. Never mind, we got that super quick as well. All right. So how that trick works is you aim down sights, and then your hitbox extends a little bit. I'm crouching in. Yeah, so your hitbox extends a little bit, and it just pushes you through the wall. Super simple stuff. That's like basic skips in every FPS speedrun. Hey, look, we unlocked an achievement. Yeah, so we're now into the vents part of the gameplay. Now, this has had a very recent reroute. So before, what we would do is we would kill a handful of splicers through a door immediately, but we're going to still kill them, but ignore them for a little bit, go bookshop, and then come back. It will make sense when we actually get there. So now that we're on easy, enemies die super quickly. And you'll see shortly once this cutscene ends. This is the one bad bit about running this game. Like, if I cut all the cutscenes out, it's like, what, 15 minutes of gameplay? So there's a solid 10 of just cutscenes. It's wonderful. My favorite thing. It's good for bathroom breaks, though. Very useful.
The million-dollar question is...
Yes. So, Sally is inside this part of the department store, in the housewares department specifically, which Mr. Cohen did say, but I was talking over him or doing the word, or one of the two. So, in a second, we're going to come through this airlock. A splicer will be there, and then I think the last cutscene that we watch will actually be the end of the game. So, no, it won't be. There'll be that one, and then a little bit of gameplay, and then it'll be over. There we go. I know my own speed game. I've played this literally every day for like a month, preparing for this, and I still forgot that bit. All right, cool. So he's not a threat. We now need to get as much money as humanly possible because we're going to go to a shop. Shopping is easier when you have a lot of money.
I can't see her.
All right, so we're going to loot everything we can find. That's bad. Oh, we found ammo. That's good.
What are you doing?
Nothing
This
there.
is a schematic for the venting system. It
Nope.
shows there are more vents
Okay.
like this one.
So I'm not confident about the money, but it's fine. It literally just makes it go a bit quicker, and that is okay. They don't have. Oh man, this is not good. All right, so Liz is gonna have a little chat. You can start this request quick straight away. She's gonna chat anyway, and then she just opens the door when she finishes this dialogue. Now, to get through this area nice and quick, what we're going to do is we're going to charge a bit of Devil's Kiss. We're going to aim Devil's Kiss about here-ish. We want to have the bottom little T of our crosshair on top of the heads of a group of splicers there through these doors. Here we go, about there. Beautiful. They blow up. There's an old man with splicer here. Boom, gone. Close the vent. Swap our vigors over to possession so I don't have to swap them around later. Hope he dropped it run. Oh, what a man. Come on, thank you. Awesome. So, that went quite well. Now, we're going to the bistro. Who likes food? I like food. This unfortunate person needs to get meleeed, otherwise it won't let us close the... Oh, dear. Yep, nope, that's no good. Never mind. So what's supposed to happen there is we're supposed to drop over their heads, and then, yeah. So this just wastes a lot of ammo. Actually, I might have done the thing I did a little while ago. Thank you, Elizabeth. Elizabeth gives us things. It's very useful in the final fight and not at any other point because it just slows us down. But we got through the fight, which is what matters. So, after finishing these two vents, the other vents are quite quick. But I do want some shotgun ammo, please, and I need these guys to have some money. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So this money RNG is not good. We need like $150 and we have 40, but it's fine. Go away, take me away. So we spam our cycle airlock, we aim our Devil's Kiss over to this lot, get that skyhook spawned, we skyhook up here, jump around this way, hit spam close vent. This fight used to be the one mandatory one because we couldn't figure out how to skip it, and now we can just do that. It's wonderful. Go through here, and now this is the last vent before the toys. Now, you heard me say it's the last vent. It's not the last vent. It's actually the second last vent for this route, but it used to be the last vent. Okay, we got out there just.
You come out now. Sally?
All right. So Liz is going to go look in it, and then she'll go, Sally's in here. This is supposed to be the last one you do, but it's not because we're cheating.
It's the only way.
Thanks, Liz. Close the vent. All right, so one vent left.
There should be one more.
Yep, thank you, Liz, for the confirmation. Now, we're run through here. Hopefully don't get shot, because getting shot is slow. Getting shot in the butt is doubly slow. We're supposed to use that for quickness, but I'm still doing the old route because my brain is tired. Okay, so there is Vigor here. Close the vent. Shablam. Now, this is coming up.
Where's the exhaust?
The biggest skip that we found in a little while. So we're going to shotgun these two, and then we want to aim about here, and then we're going to crouch, walk into this door, and then spam jump, and we're now over the top of the wall. And whoop, hello. Crouch under here, please, please. Bioshock Infinite, please, please behave. There we go. Awesome, never in doubt. So, we just skipped a good 5 minutes of gameplay just in doing that by walking up a wall. All right, and we jump here to trigger a dialogue. Thank you, Elizabeth. We run across this way to make sure Elizabeth actually touches it, because if you run back the other way, sometimes the AI goes, I'm going to follow you instead, and then it doesn't trigger the dialogue, and that's super duper slow. We are super low on salts is a big problem. We need a full thing of them, but luckily there's a big thing here, and then we need to stand over here so Liz can actually like come in here.
I will. Just give me the word.
Just give me the word. Is our trigger to turn up the thermostat, and then we run out. And look, Liz turned it up with telekinesis. She's so great at this job. So basically, the plan was to flush Sally out of this final open vent by turning the central heating up. Now, we're about to meet a friend. His name is Mr. Bubbles. Mr. Bubbles is the best boy, wonderful human being. Would you like to give Mr. Bubbles a cuddle?
Sally, come on.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
That is a good choice. Giving Mr. Bubbles a cuddle is mandatory in the speedrun. Unfortunately, cuddle in this context means shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. So the way this fight runs, there's a couple of different ways to do it. Some routes, Mr. Bubbles is a big daddy. Sorry to spoil the fun. But there's a couple different routes, but they all include Motorized Patriot, freeze, spam, shooting. Now, the way that Old Man Winter works is if you do enough damage, he'll actually refreeze. Wait, not do enough damage, never mind. So, what we want is Liz to send us salts. But he's not going to do it. It hits goes. Oh, whoops. Nope, it worked anyway. So if you hit reload and then accept the reload, what happens is you finish the reload animation while catching the Eve. All right, get ready on time, by the way, because time is up in 3, 2, 1, time. And that's Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, Episode 1.
It's okay, Sally.
So, very quick bit of lore. Basically, Sally is this universe's Elizabeth. And instead of getting pulled through the rift, losing a finger, that doll is explanation. But yeah, that's about all that we need to play, because it's just going to be a long cutscene of talking and dragging and white flashes. So thank you very much. Shout out to the ASM committee, everyone that puts this on, because this is a lot of hard work. There were people here at 4:35 in the morning today, and they all deserve our absolute applause. So if we can give it up for the ASM people, I would absolutely love that. Thank you, crowd. You're amazing. Yeah, past that, shout out to Prisoner, who I think has a world record now. I don't actually remember. But yeah, that's Burial at Sea. Thanks so much for coming.
Poor child.
She wasn't yours, Comstock.